Hi, welcome to C2C World TV. I'm Yvonne Jones, your host for today's show with our lovely co-host, Robin Edelman. We are excited to have back Dr. Thomas Hill for his own bi-weekly show on C2C World TV called Dr. T's Redox Business Builders School. Dr. Thomas Hill is a longtime professional who seamlessly combines unique management tools with creative networking and marketing strategies. Dr. Thomas Hill is a proven top 10 and top 20 national winner of the local Business Person of the Year in Naperville, Illinois. Dr. T has a special guest this evening with us, John Amann Sr. C2C World TV is specifically designed by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs, and today's sponsor for the show is Edible Home Gardens Ranch, RV Resorts, and Tiny Home Communities with safe and affordable locations starting at only $250 a month up to $500 a month. Investors can earn up to 35% fixed per each invested resort. Welcome, Dr. Hill and John, to C2C World TV.
Yvonne and Robin, thank you so much for having me. I feel like I've broken out the infant stage and I'm toddling now for our first month of being with you. Thank you for having me, and thank you for having John Amann Sr.
Thank
Uh,
you for having me. It's a
yeah, good
pleasure.
buddy. Yeah, good buddy of mine. And Robin, welcome. Thank you for your encouragement for helping us do the show. Um, John, I was thinking when the ladies were introducing us, and one of the things, we have the opportunity of spending time every day, or at least 6 days out of the week, and to not just be family like blood, but to spend that much time. We haven't had breakfast in the morning. We have to have a virtual breakfast. Just thought about that. We need to break
Wow.
bread together with the fellas, right?
Yep.
And so that group is called the Men of Hope that John and I meet each morning, and we are two spiritually minded gentlemen who love the Lord, and we use uh, just our daily bread, and that's the center when John and I are meeting. But as far as the school is concerned, Redox Business Builder School, I launched that in December on the 29th, and a few months later, John agreed to help me navigate it as an advisor. So I look to him and his counsel. We don't have to meet often because, well, again, we meet every morning. If something comes up, we have conversations. But I want to introduce for the audience that says this with you. I got this really fancy report about John, and I just want to share a couple of notes. John G. Amann Sr., for your audience, is a distinguished integrative wellness advisor. He's recognized for his expertise in frequency-based performance and recovery strategies, but he's got this passion for helping high achievers rebuild energy, reduce stress, and improve overall well-being. Now, John offers a comprehensive wellness solution, and he's going to talk a little bit about it. But I just learned too, John, that you just celebrated your 80th birthday, and if my facts were off, that was on April the 4th. Is that correct, John? April.
That is correct, sir.
So, John, just tell us a little bit about you. I've got my high chair ready, and I'll have some questions in a minute, but just introduce yourself in your own way and take it away, bud.
Well, I'm John, and obviously I've had an interesting life, 80 years. Born in Montreal, raised in Toronto. My first job was travel across Canada and visit all those beautiful cities, learn about the new culture and food. And I was also fortunate to do that in seven countries in Europe. And I fell in love with Italy, and I told myself at that time that I would retire in Italy, but it's not happening. So then I spent 32 years in Texas, helping small business navigate through their HR. And then 3 years ago, I moved here to Seattle, became an ambassador, and host one or two in-person events a month. And my claim to fame on Alignable is I'm reaching now 7,000 introduction.
Wow.
Wow.
You don't have it, so you're not. So in other
That's my
words, you're not.
story.
Yeah, in other words, you're just not shy introducing other people to others. Is that
I
would that be
I am
said?
not.
John, let me ask you this. I was thinking about the kinds of questions that I wanted to have people see about you shared. We'll get into the what you do in a minute, but just for identifying your leadership deal and your influence, uh, what kind of projects, John, are you leading or have you led there in the Monroe, Washington area? What are you working on? What projects?
Well, I help coach the Little League baseball in the summer. The kids are between 5 and 11, and they also have some issues or disability. So it's quite challenging. Then I'm part of the Chamber of Commerce here, and so we help small business, um, and that's it.
Well, let me ask you this now. I got a follow up. So, who do people naturally come to you for help? Those small businesses, what people, who are they, John, who come to you for help?
In person or unalignable?
Well, both.
Okay. I don't share my professional deal with people. You know me, I don't seek any recognition or anything. I'm just there to help. Um, Unalignable, at my event in person, I teach people how to build their profile page. I have 3 video and the alignable playbook, which I share at every meeting. And that's my contribution.
Well, let me
So
ask you.
when I do that, they come to me and they show me what they did with their profile page, and
Well, what kind
that's
of
it.
impact would you like to make then, John, going forward, whether it's digital or whether it's in person? What kind of impact would you like to make for your audience, for the people you serve?
Well, my reward is when I see people telling me how growth they've had in their business. Um, Recently, one young man said that he had been 10 years on LinkedIn, and he had about $10,000 worth of business in those 10 years. 2 months unalignable after I showed him how to build his profile. He had 3 contracts for $75,000.
Each,
Wow.
One,
Oh,
one young
bra
lady,
bravo, John. Bravo.
one
That,
young lady had been unalignable for 3 years. I helped her build her profile. She started using the alignable playbook, and within a month and a half, she had 250 connection
my
Right.
goodness.
and several one-on-one Zoom coffee talk.
Wow. Tell me more about that, John.
What, the Zoom coffee talk?
Yeah, tell us more about that.
Well, what I tell them to do once they connect with a person, whether it's on Smart Connect or a direct connection, is have a one-on-one. And then I show them how to share Go Connect IQ with each other and talk about that. So it's the beginning of conversation. It's an easy way to, because the first time, people are not comfortable talking to each other. They don't
Yeah,
know what to say.
yeah,
So
yeah,
with the Go Connect IQ, they get a chance to, oh, I see what you did. Why don't you tell me about it? So it's a great conversation opener for both of them.
yeah.
And then
I
it goes on from there.
I found when I was putting the school together and was talking earlier, you were seeing what I was building and pulling together, and I was thinking about asking you this question, but something else, and I shared this with Robin a couple of days ago, I think. And I made this statement that I've been an educator for, this will be my next Wednesday will start my 48th year in public education. here in the Chicagoland area, the city suburbs, right? I've been qualified to be a state superintendent since the 90s. And I've been a principal, but never wanted to be a super. I thought I did because I saw what the salary was like. I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. But the responsibility and the weight with our just the way the society is today, the political climate. I'm a librarian, so the attack on the American Library Association and what books can be in a particular, community, whatnot, all those kind of things. And when you step away from being the an employee and you decide to be an employer, and regardless of the business model, whether you're a corporation, a partnership, an agency, it doesn't matter what industry, the most important thing that I wanted to do when I built the school, I originally started it for the ASEA team and the people that I was working with, but so many people were struggling with, well, like you said, not only what to say, but who do I talk to? How do I get business? I have no problem with the technology or what we do. And you and I know we talked about cellular modalities. I had a show that I hosted one of the atomic medical physicists last year and was helping him bring an audience in addition to his community on Zoom, which was global. Dr. Gary Samuelson. One thing I learned from Dr. Samuelson was that cellular technology is not monolithic. It's not one thing. It's not singular. Cellular technology, and I just coined the phrase this way because I'm not that bright, but I looked at modalities, meaning you can have cellular technology with infrared, frequency, vibration, what we transpose into our bodies, which we already make natively called redox signaling molecules. We already do that as people, plants, and animals. But whether you're flying, sailing a boat, taking a car, taking a train, transportation, what I'm saying, all those modalities in transportation help with cellular movement. Now, the problems that exist, and you well know, and I want to address those things with you before I read this after I read this statement, which is we all have ailments. We all, you at 80, me, I'll be 71 next month. The blessing for me is just being able to get up in the morning, right? And just, okay. But I felt like from 65 going to today, I felt like Mr. Potato Head. I'd wake up and my nose is this way, or my ear fell off this way, or, there's always something going wrong. So I came into this industry, the health and what the cellular health and what's not nutrition for me. I saw the benefit of cellular health, but also the modalities. And so instead of beating people up about you should come to work with us because we're saying, we have it, we have a potion, we have a cream, we have an ointment, we have a this. Listen to this statement, John, and see if this resonates with you about cellular modalities and what you do. People are asking questions, and before you asking questions, the statement says people do not need to be fixed. People need to be understood. People do not need to be managed. People need to be encouraged.
There you go.
People do not need to be recruited. People need to be developed. And there was another, and so in saying that, in making that statement, and then there was one about people don't have opportunities, people have stories. John, talk to us about those kinds of questions and then put it in the way you choose with the modality that you're bringing to the audience about PMF and address it like that. People, don't need to be fixed. They just need to be understood.
Yeah, yeah. And it all starts with listening. I talk to people all the time, and we talked about their want and what they aim for and how they plan on getting there. And but the subject always comes around to things that trouble them. So when you first listen, you can have a better understanding of what happened. My mission with PEMF is to give relief to people from physical or mental pain. Um, and how we do that, there's a number of ways. PEMF, the frequency business, has been in for a long time. We had Beamer, which has a mat. You have Nipkin, med beds, red light phrase. If you went to a Cairo, you probably saw red light wall with resonance. Those are all excellent program and device, but they were very costly. So fortunately, I was able to come across a company 4 months ago. This company has done some phenomenal thing in Asia. They're Asian born in Singapore. And in 3 years, they managed to build sales of $2.5 billion. They have 6 devices. Each of them has anywhere from 100 to 200 patents on each of them. It's FDA approved. Their products are tested by an international testing lab for all sorts of equipment for cars and electronics and so on and so forth to certify that they are using the PEMF. Now, the first mission is to tell people what PEMF is. It's pulse electromagnetic frequency, which means that they have taken the frequency of the Earth, the normal frequency of the Earth, which is 7.83 megahertz, and convert that into device. And the neat thing they've done is they've created device for different things. One of the devices is a platform where you put your feet on, and the bottom of your feet as nerve ending that leads to every organ in your body, every junction. So it feeds that frequency to that. What they did is they added the terahertz. Now, to give you an example, PEMF is like charging your battery. So it's charging your cell with energy. And the terahertz is using the water flow to carry that energy to the cell and to the rest of the body. If we have time, and we probably don't, but I have a video that can explain what it is better than I can do.
Okay. Well, if we're there, but I want to ask you this, John, before you go on, and maybe Robin and Yvonne might even want to weigh in. These are 2 extraordinary ladies. They do a lot of things with the earth, in terms of growing natural organic food, as organic as it can be. And I learned something from Yvonne a couple of weeks ago about the kinds of ways, if you want to get your body straight nutritionally. Now, we're talking about non-nutritional remedies for the body. But Yvonne mentioned about a meat diet that if I recall, Yvonne, that eating, did you say meat or more protein? I think it was meat.
Meat, not
Yeah.
protein.
Yeah. Meat, that you could also nutritionally get the body kind of back in balance. Is that an accurate statement that you raised, Yvonne?
Yes, carnivore actually heals because it's a non-inflammatory food product that you can eat that God provided for us. And being non-inflammatory, people have a lot of allergies. A lot of it could happen to be for glyphosate and all kinds of other chemicals that are added in our water and air and everything else that they're using. But bottom line is, yes, when you go on a high fat, high meat, like with the protein from meat, which is the least inflammatory, and drink water and your basic salt, for your electrolytes, get that in your system, you can heal a lot of things naturally. People have healed, there's reports that people have been healed from cancer and diabetes and all kinds of diseases just by changing up their diet.
And that's, yeah, more nutrition. Robin, what is we both use redox signaling, we've done it for a period of time. One of the things I noticed that is if you stop taking the redox signaling supplement, people say, well, this stuff isn't working. They've had diseases or ailments for thousands of years or since the earth cooled. And they try the product for a period of time. They say, this doesn't work. When in actuality, if you stop it and then restart, you'll find out that the body already knew in the DNA, at the cellular level, the body knows what needs to be healed. And as John was saying about frequency, where hydration comes and goes, but also transporting energy. Robin, what have you found just in the fruits and the vegetables and the things that you've been growing nutritionally, not just non-technology? Has that been something that you've experienced, Robin?
Well, yeah, nothing like pulling fresh fruit and vegetables out of your garden with
Oh,
that. But and speaking with with the redox, I don't do it as much as I should anymore. But I remember doing it for a good long while, and then it kind of stopped because of it a fire and different things. But the thing is, my back was killing me after I did that. And so it's like my body knew that there was an issue there that I didn't even realize was there. And it was self-correcting. But when I stopped taking that, it was like, I never had a backache in my life. What's going on? And so, but yeah, that is just a little bit of testimony of the body knows when you feed it the right what it needs, right? Or
Yeah,
give it what it needs. And I always do lean on like the fresh vegetables in and fruit and all, just as within, as without. So in the
yeah.
reduction in all everything, um, yeah, yeah, thanks.
And for me as an educator, taking all this into account, nutrition, not nutrition, health, wellness, John, I'm gonna come back and ask you another question, but I want you to continue about PMF and then maybe if you have Yvonne, I have to share the screen, or do you guys have to give us permission to share the screen so that John can cue that video up? Does he do it or do
Yes.
I do it?
I
Or
think
no,
I have to do it.
you have to do it. So you go, John. So go ahead and cue that. Then I have another question for you later.
Um,
Uh, you got the share button there.
yeah, it says remove the toolbar.
Oh, let me see. Yep.
Let's, whoops. Share content.
After you hit share, John, you should see share sound and optimize video share. Just click those two.
Hang on.
Yeah, just come down, John, and leave it like you have where it says content only, and just hit
Okay,
the
share
share and sound,
sound.
and then share. Yep,
Okay, share. Okay.
you should be good to go.
Uh,
there you go.
Ta-da! We have to do this with
Yay.
John in the morning too. This is good practice, John, for tomorrow when we're sharing scriptures.
now
So
I've got that. Okay.
go to your tab where you have it queued up. Oh my goodness, you got 3,000 tabs open.
Yes.
That's like yeah, we had like some like a conversation of how many tabs do you have open, and then like the discussion opened up. Man, it's like
All right.
Yeah.
it's
Is
not
this it,
uncommon.
John? All right, hold on. Stop. Pause it,
Yeah.
John, for a sec. Go ahead, pause it. And over to the right, you see 4 arrows pointing different
Yeah.
directions. That'll help you maximize it, and then you can bring it back down. Or ladies, can you see it? Your audience can see it, or should we leave it like it
Yes,
is?
I can see it.
All right,
Yeah.
then go ahead, John. Hit play. Go do you.
Okay. Hang on.
Yep. There you go. Boom.
No, that's not the one. That's not the one.
Oh, so you might want to stop it then, huh?
Well, I played the first part. And let's see. Uh, mm, mm, mm. Well, I was going to play it, but it moves on to the other one.
Oh
So,
my goodness. Is there a way for
Yeah.
you to go back to it or no?
Let's see.
Is there an arrow at the top that goes back one?
No, that's. Let's see here.
So while John is doing that, one of the other things that I've noticed, and not just modalities, and why I was excited for John when he was sharing, he was so excited.
Yeah.
I think he called it Oly Life, Oly, life. And he's like, Doc, you got to see this stuff. You got to see this. Like, okay, well, hold on. And now he's doing so well. It's above my pay thingy. It's like, to me, it's like buying a Lamborghini, but John says it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Is that the one, John? This
Yeah.
one? Okay, go.
Not pills, not scalpels. Controlled signals of energy that speak the body's own electrical language.
From the
The
bio.
technology is of nature. It was hidden in plain sight, sidelined, overlooked, and pushed to the margins as modern medicine turned toward chemicals.
There we go.
The FDA clears a
PEMF device for a specific bone healing use. A breakthrough technology now has a place inside clinical medicine. The silence is shattered. Bones that doctors called impossible suddenly heal. The world gets its first public proof. Pulsed electromagnetic fields can influence biology in powerful ways. Their patents add fuel to the fascination. Cellular repair draws fresh scientific attention. Recovery signals intensify. Tissue repair pathways become impossible to ignore. Today, the veil is lifting for everyone. Now the timeline reaches you. PEMF is studied and used across orthopedics, rehabilitation, pain management, sports recovery, and the exploding frontier of cellular regeneration. Clinics, athletes, homes. The same force once explored in elite research settings and echoed in the Earth's natural electromagnetic environment is finally available.
Okay.
All right.
Documented timeline of
Just hit stop, hit your pause, and then stop sharing.
Okay. Here we go.
There we go. So you gave us a little history about PEMF. And
Yeah,
again,
but that's not the one I wanted to show you, but that's okay.
well, John, you know what? Here's what I will say then. You should give them your contact information. And so that if they want, further information and they can give us that
Yeah.
information, your personal contact, how to get in touch with you.
Yeah.
Just
Give us that
through
email.
alignable or email. Yeah, John
Well,
_Amann.
John,
like Yvonne, I'm sorry, Yvonne, go ahead.
John, we're going to have your information in the show notes. So make sure that we get that, Dr. T can make sure that he gets that to us. And then we'll just add it to the show notes. If you have links to these information that you have, we can post those in the show notes. We do have about 5 minutes left, unfortunately, and we'd love to have you both back. And we already have Dr. T back on a regular basis, which is going to be very exciting. You can do follow-ups with, John and Dr. T can join us again and go deeper into whatever it is that you want to explore with the audience. And at some point, we're going to be having call-ins and questions, and this may be beneficial to people who want to call in and ask personal or ask direct questions, right? So,
Yeah.
One of the things that makes the school the way it's evolving is I'm not tied to anybody's, because it's a school, it's not about a company or somebody's brand. Again, for me, it's bringing different modalities of cellular health and technology and well-being. And people can, like any other school, this is just another curriculum. So if you want to learn about frequency, if somebody wants to learn about infrared, somebody want to learn about not nutrition, I'm strictly looking at the technologies that work at cellular health, but it all works together. So it's not one exclusive thing.
Yeah.
But my niche, because it just deals with technology and the different modalities, like modality of cellular health, people who are looking for nutritional remedies, this might not be the space for you. But when you're looking at the technological side of cellular health and well-being, it's not just one. But what is foundational to all of it in terms of transportation is that redox signaling molecules are like a wheel. Now you could put those wheels on a boat. You could put them on a plane. You could put them in a train. I feel like Sam I am. And you can have them with eggs, and you can have them with ham. You can have them for breakfast. So all of that works together in Dr. T's Redox Business Builder School. My main purpose is to help focus and change the 5 to 6 inches in between people's ears when it comes to being open. And then I'll leave this question, John, with you and see if this resonates with you. What accomplishments so far, John, are you most proud of that you want to share with our audience?
Well, through my life, or
I'll let you go whichever way you want to go.
I have a wonderful son, very successful. I have 2 beautiful daughters that live in Canada. They each have 3 kids, and I'm blessed with 19 grandkids.
Wow.
Oh,
That's an
Oh,
accomplishment in and of itself that you didn't
yeah,
start, but you planted it. You were the progenitor of
Yes,
it all.
yeah.
Listen,
yes.
as we wrap this show up today, I'm going to tell you this. I love John Amann. When I first met him, and he was doing, in fact, it was a year ago this month, or maybe it was next month, we did a cross-country hybrid, ambassador meeting, and we Zoomed John in, like we were both having experiences how to do all of this. But I'll tell you what was funny. When I saw John standing up against some other people, I think I was sharing this with you, Robin, last night. I said, when I first saw John, none of us knows how tall we are because we're all seated or whatever. And I said, look, he looks and he had this stogie, this cigar, and he was talking. I said, he looks just like Jimmy Cagney. Look at that guy. That's not John.
wow.
So we lovingly, with the term of endearment, he's Jimmy Cagney to us in the morning because he doesn't speak much. He said his mom, I'm just quoting this, John. He said his mom taught him how to, before you speak, roll your tongue 7 times. So
Wow.
he's a man of few words, but he's just like E.F. Hutton in the morning. When
Oh,
John Amann talks, we all listen.
wow.
So he is a man of increasing faith. I love him as a brother, and I get a chance to hang out with another octogenarian. So for our guest, thank you for allowing us to bring and present John. If he allows himself to come back again on the show, we'd love to have you, John. And so for
My
me,
pleasure.
Yvonne, I'll turn it back over to you and Robin.
Well, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to have Dr. Hill on the show. He's always so much fun, such a pleasure. And Dr. John, I'm glad, or Dr. John, I called you Dr. Doctor. John, it's always a pleasure to have anyone that's connected to Dr. Hill and have it on our show. And you're welcome back anytime. And Robin?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Yvonne. I mean, you are just stepping out every day, building something huge and for us to all eat, eat and drink beautiful water and things like that. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for the blessing of being the co-host. But Dr. T and John, thank you so very much for coming on and educating us and our audience. You all have something really unique. And John, what a beautiful blessing. Thank